Makeup. Breath.
Breath check. What, you think they can smell you from here or what?
All right. Okay, welcome. This is Walter Bradley, and this is Art Talk. Tonight, we are covering. Let's see. What am I covering tonight, Greg? It's December 2012. What notable events happening in December 2012?
I think something's supposed to end, or a big fire or something. Or...
What is it? December 2012.
Oh, December 21st. That's the Mayan date that the world's gonna end,
yeah,
right?
that's it. I'm sure none of you have heard about it. So let's talk about this. We need to be the first to get you this information. We heard it from this little calendar called the Mayan calendar.
What is that?
Have any of you heard of the Mayan calendar? Well, a lot of people are making comments. Even the Mayans are saying, wait a minute, we didn't say it's the end of the world. But many people are saying that the Mayans predicted the end of the world. That is not true.
Are you sure?
They did not do that. The calendar ends, they say, December 21st of 2012. Some say that it's off and meant 2011. Oh, so who do you believe? Who can you trust? Well, there's a lot of information out there, and nothing is going to happen December 21st, 2012, unless there's a false flag event, and you got to look that up yourself. But Greg can help you with that one. We Are Change. He's had a book out called False Flags, and what's out? False Flag 2.
Yeah, I would just look for false flags.
By Gregory Fernandez Jr. or Greg Fernandez Jr. False Flags. Look it up. And if you don't know what a false flag is, you're behind this, behind the times here, because a false flag was done by Hitler in a little event called Poland and attacked Germany. Yeah, German soldiers in Polish uniforms, called a false flag, meaning it wasn't really Poland doing it, it was Germany. But in any case, we have a false flag thing kind of happening now, or possibly shaping up for December 21st, 2012. What could that be?
Could be the aliens land.
Oh yes, it could be an alien invasion, or an alien emissary is revealed, or it could be Operation Bluebeam is initiated, or what else? A HARP event. We don't know, but the reality is it goes by the 11s. So look at things around 11 p.m., 11 o'clock, or any combination of 11, the 22nd hour. Who knows? But the point being is that whatever happens, don't be dismayed by it. Remember the Bible. Many people says that we'll be looking at the heavens and fearful. The scriptures say don't fear those things. He's in control of it, not them. The New World Order is a joke that's being played upon those people by themselves. They're being their own joke. And unfortunately, they will perish with it. Because if you gain the whole world and lose your soul, you have gained nothing. And this is a foreclosed and condemned property. It's going to be reclaimed because the bankers didn't keep their payments up regarding faithfulness and truth. So unfortunately, it's going to be reclaimed by the true owner of the true world order, who shall come, Yahushua HaMashiach. So, in any case, you're going to try to get rid of everyone that believes that. But getting back to the real point, December 21st, 2012 will be another day just like today. There may be something happening, or there may be an event staged. Nobody expected the World Trade Centers to drop on September 11th, 2001, did they? No. They look to shock people, shock and awe. That's their style. Because if you're shocked, you're fearful. Fearful breeds a action that they can use to manipulate most easily. Fear is the most manipulatable form of emotion.
Some of the people in the government did know that this was possible. That it was possible that somebody might try to fly planes into the World Trade Center.
Well, that was a conditioning statement based on setting up the event so that it could be plausible. Plausible deniability. Oh, we missed some intel. Oops, seeing it happen. That makes it look more legitimate. So plausible deniability in this way worked very well to them. And the media was right hand in hand with them on all of this. So 9/11, even though it was not exactly as they presented, no more than John F. Kennedy, the magic moment and the magic words they were putting out about that event. You know, if you tell a lie convincingly from the government, they believe the people will accept it. And most of the people will. But there is the remnant of people who look at such stuff and laugh and go, you expect me to believe that? You know, if you look at the Zapruder film and you look at all that, you realize what liars they are. And they say the bullet came from behind. Ballistically, that's impossible with what happened, because a bullet that comes behind doesn't blow blood backwards. Anybody ever think about that? Well, of course they did. But the government said, oh no, the bullet came from the back, not the front. Obviously, the grassy knoll was where the shots came from. And they could have caught him if they would have run there. But then it would have been denied, and there would have been some other cover-up presented. But December 21st is kind of along that realm, if anything happens. Don't believe what you see and hear. Look for truth and look for the reality. Because reality is not what the government's good at presenting. They're more about covering the realities than displaying them, whether it be about day-to-day government or major events or world events. The government in any country, in any major, as they call first world country, whatever that is. It's the ones where they're in line with the bankers. That's a first world country. Third world countries are those that haven't been bought out yet or invested in by the IMF. But anyway, and the IMF is just the bankers' money made to gain the resources of member nations needing to pay off debt. Oh, you don't have enough? Well, do you have any resources? We take resources.
We'll take anything.
Yeah. You know, that's okay. If you can't pay us back right away, interest is low. No problem. We'll grant you a loan.
There's many people that are going to be having a party on December 23rd.
Now, who are those people going to be?
The end of the world.
Oh, it's the end of the world as we know it.
Yeah. So there'll be many parties again.
No,
I think they just
the reality, when the real end comes, when the master comes, everybody be running in terror, trying to go into the earth to escape his wrath. That's the real end. And to the New World Order, that's your end. But, you know, whether it is Rockefeller that's doing it, and Mr. Rockefeller, with all due respects, whether you try to chip people, go ahead. In fact, chip to your heart's content. You know, I like chips. I like Doritos. And I mean, I'm eating chips all the time. Of course, I won't eat your chips. But, hey, the reason is, Mr. Rockefeller and all those who want to do this, the problem is you're following Satan. And some royals in certain areas and government members are pretty much in league with Satan and following Lucifer. They call him the light. No, he's the prince of darkness. And if that's the light you have, then you die in darkness. And I regret that. Return to Yahushua HaMashiach and be redeemed, if it be his will to give you that grace. That's the way to go. But December 21st, 2012 will be another day in which a lot of Americans and a lot of people around the world will be looking for something spectacular. And maybe you will be given something spectacular to look at, or some event, or something close to that day that would appear to be miraculous or powerful, or an event that is world-shaking. In this case, I think you should step back, take a deep breath, and do the right thing. Find out. Now, if it's a major event in which is affecting you locally, respond appropriately to the emergency at hand, whatever it is. Be prepared. Because if you're not prepared, then you're unprepared. And if you're unprepared, you're going to be caught and in need. And that is a bad position to be in if you're caught in any situation of a major catastrophe or a regional style event, whether it be a false event or not. Like the War of the Worlds in 1938 had thousands upon thousands of people fleeing their homes thinking that the Martians had arrived. Well, maybe this false flag event will be pictures and 3D images and powers making it look like Mars has arrived. Be careful. it might be just as false as 1938 and Orson Welles' War of the Worlds. But the reality of the December 21st is that the Mayan calendar is ending, and they made no assertion as to what, and neither did they give any type of thing, except they used the imagery of a crocodile spewing water out, which is very clue to the fact that they think an asteroid will hit and melt the ice caps, and we'll have major flooding, and a lot of the earth will be covered in water. Now that would be a real event, but that's a biblically prophesied event, not a Mayan thing. So don't listen to the Mayans, listen to the word of Elohim. And then you will be on safe ground, and don't fear the heavens or what the government's going to do to you, or no, in fact, fear no man on earth, but do what is right. And also, that means follow the law of the government as long as it doesn't conflict with the law of the word. So, do that and do what is right. But when it comes to truth, you are to obey it. And you're not to fear what anybody can do to you when you are following the truth. So in that, don't fear the heavens. Don't fear what man can do. You do not fear the Mayan calendar. Fear the word and fear him who can cast both your body and soul into the eternal Gehenna hell that is set apart for those who hate the word and hate the word of Yah. And Yahushua HaMashiach, his Messiah. So, if you're really questioning what's going on and you want to know the truth, read Revelation, read Daniel, read the word of the Elohim that was the master and El of Abraham, Isaac, and Yaakov. Those are better words than you'll find anywhere in the media, in the government, or anywhere, because they are words of truth. Men are liars, but the Father never lies. So if you're looking for truth, come to Heart Talk with Walter Bradley, and we'll talk about it. And as far as the Mayan calendar, don't worry about it, but be prepared for any major catastrophe, and then you have no need to worry. Isn't that true? Well, I'll leave you with that. And there are plenty of people for you to contact on the internet and in your locale who can help you make right decisions, spiritual decisions that'll have you prepared, just like Noah prepared his ark for the flood. You can prepare for this judgment in the same way by following the word of Yah and the Lamb. This is Walter Bradley and Heart Talk. And the Mayan calendar is not the word of Yah. Stick to the Bible and the truth. You'll do far better listening to that. And it'll build your faith and strengthen you and not make you fearful, but give you hope in truth and a resurrection which shall never fade away, serving your master forever in heaven, which shall be in that day he return. I'm Walter Bradley. Join us again. This is Heart Talk.